Welcome back to Theme Park Spark.
We're about to enter my favorite part of LEGOLAND California, and that is Miniland. Miniland is super impressive because they build whole cities out of Legos. It is really, really cool. Right now it is Christmas time, it's the holiday season, so it is all decorated for Christmas. We are gonna start in Washington, D.C. and work our way around Miniland. It's really cool how so many of the things move and are interactive, like the boat and the tour bus over there. Jefferson Memorial, built from 1939 and 1943, is a memorial to the founding fathers of the United States and to Thomas Jefferson, who served as the nation's third president. The bronze statue of Jefferson inside was added in 1947, 19 feet tall. 19 feet tall and weighs 10,000 pounds. Wow. Jefferson was the principal author of the United States Declaration of Independence. Do you see the Lincoln Memorial nearby? There's another tour bus. Lincoln Memorial. Abraham Lincoln became the 16th President of the United States. He is most known for freeing the nation from slavery and also for keeping the Union intact. The statue of Lincoln was shipped in 28 pieces and is 19 feet from head to toe. The memorial was also the site of Martin Luther King Jr.'s I Have a Dream speech, as well as many historical marches. Do you see the reflecting pool? The Washington Monument, built to commemorate George Washington, once Commander-in-Chief of the Continental Army and the first President of the United States. This obelisk stands at 550 feet tall. It takes 898 steps to reach the top of the monument, but you can go up by elevator in just 70 seconds. Flashing lights at the top warn low-flying airplanes away from the structure. This is the site of the National Cherry Blossom Festival. How many American flags do you see? See quite a few. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. I'm guessing there's a couple in the back, so it's hard to count. Maybe about 15. One thing I love is that there are flowers and stuff planted that look like trees. It's like flowers and little shrubs, but they look like trees when you're in Miniland. Sometimes there are scavenger hunts in Miniland. Right now there's one where if you're here during the holiday celebration on the weekends and you look for these elf hats, if you find all 5 of them, you get a special paw badge. We did that yesterday. That isn't open today because we're here on a weekday right now. The Capitol is the political center of the nation, where Congress has met since the first session in 1800. The Capitol has its own subway system that connects it to other congressional offices. The building has more than 540 rooms and 658 windows. The Capitol ground covers approximately 274 acres. Obviously, we see the marching band. That's another cool thing about Miniland is there are interactive buttons. I know my daughter loves pushing those. Right now she's playing on the Ninjago playground while I walk around though. She doesn't love Miniland as much as I do. This is super cool if you're into building Legos, more so than playing on playgrounds. Washington, D.C. Plans to build the capital city on the banks of the Potomac River began in 1791. Washington, D.C., District of Columbia, is separate from any state. Presidential elections are held every 4 years. The inaugural motorcade follows Pennsylvania Avenue from the Capitol to the White House. The city is home to many monuments, memorials, and museums. How many monuments do you see in Miniland? Oh, wow. That would be a lot. The White House, the official residence and workplace of every president of the United States since the second president, John Adams, in 1800. It is speculated the name White House was picked because the white paint used to coat the house after being damaged by fire. The house has a total of 35 bathrooms, 147 windows, 28 fireplaces, 7 staircases, and 3 elevators. Do you see the Lego Secret Service agents? Oh, their tree is blue and white. That's interesting. Like I said, it's decorated for Christmas. I do see the Secret Service agents. I think they're on the roof. How does it all move? The boats, trains, wagons, cars, and all animated models in Miniland USA are all controlled by 12 computers. To make this possible, 300,000 yards of wire had been laid underground. So impressive. Georgetown Lock and Canal. The Chesapeake and Ohio Canal are a National Historic Park. The canal flows from the old area of Washington known as Georgetown to Cumberland, Maryland. The 185-mile journey takes you through magnificent scenery and ascends 609 feet, overcome by 17 lift locks. The canal was primarily used to transport coal. Can you spot Georgetown University? All right, we have now circled Washington, D.C. in Miniland USA. Okay, so besides Washington, D.C., there are multiple other cities in Miniland, but before we go see those, I am going to show you the model shop. The model shop is located over here by Washington, D.C., and it's where you can see what the master builders are working on. Let's go inside. A lot of the things over there I think are for the hotels, like that dragon is on the treasure chest box in the Knights and Dragons rooms at the Legoland Castle Hotel. Over here they show you how to build a Minilander. It's cool seeing the things up there, all the different buildings, like up there. And look at all the bins with the Legos. I like to guess at what they're working on in here. Here's a master builder at work. Oh, they use the craggle here. What do you think the sign's gonna say that he's building? All right, so that's the model shop. Always check in there. It's always different. They are actually building things all the time. The model shop in Washington, D.C. are located on a slightly higher level than the rest of Miniland. There's only one other thing up here that is worth noting, and that is the Miniland Stage. There are often special events They're often when special events happen, like right now it's the holidays. So yesterday when we were here on the weekend, there were multiple shows that took place on the stage. When we were here for Brick or Treat, there were shows here when we were here for the Lego Ninjago weekends. They use this stage a lot and the grass in front of it. They'll play games and stuff here. So here's the Miniland stage. You can see the big lawn, so there's a lot of room like to sit and watch the shows. The show is like, the stage is elevated. It's kind of on a little bit of a hill, so it's elevated. And they'll change the name of it depending on the holiday season. Right now it's the Candy Cane stage because it's their holiday season. Okay, so we are going to go down from Miniland and we are going to go see the other cities. There are stairs that you can take. There is also a stroller and wheelchair accessible path right over here. Once again, I'm in Washington, D.C. right now. I'm taking the wheelchair path down right now. There are also stairs right down from the model shop. There are many ways to enter Miniland. I entered by Washington, D.C., which is right near the Ninjago playground, but there are multiple ways you can enter Miniland from multiple points within the park. Okay, so now, let's see. Where do I want to go first? Let's go over to Las Vegas. I am actually standing right next to San Diego right now, but I'm gonna start in Las Vegas and then I'm gonna work my way back. Besides the different cities in Miniland on this level, there is also one other thing that you can do, and that is a build a boat area. I'm gonna take you over there first, and my kids have done the build a boat thing. You basically get a Lego boat and you can add Legos to it, and then you can race it down this little river. So let's go see what that looks like real quick, and then I will take you through Las Vegas. So like I mentioned, there are multiple places to enter Miniland. This is the entrance that you would get to from Coast Cruise. That's Coast Cruise right over there. So you basically get a boat there, and there are boat building stations that you can build your boat with Legos and then race it down the river. All right, now let's head to Las Vegas. Actually, let's see what the Legos are right over here by the Build-A-Boat area. My favorite part of Miniland is that duck right there is a life-size duck built out of Legos. And that is Coast Cruise, the boat you see going by right now. The only way to see all of Miniland is to also take Coast Cruise, because you can see there are Lego sculptures over on the other side of the river, and there's Lego sculptures on the other side of this. There's also that octopus band over there. Here's what the build stations look like for Build-A-Boat. Okay, now we're really going to Las Vegas. Okay, we're gonna start over here at the Stratosphere. That button makes it... Do you hear that? That button makes it sound like people are screaming on the rides on the top of the Stratosphere. Okay, so there's two sides. You can see there's two sides of the strip in Las Vegas. I'm gonna go down one and then I'll take you down the other.
They even have Senor Frogs. That is so funny. Oh, I didn't see a whole strip. No? I see the position. Yes, here we go. I want to make sure you stand in front of the ship.
See how they have the succulents, but they look like trees. The welcome to fabulous Las Vegas, Nevada sign. And aliens, because we're not just in Vegas, we're also out in the desert in Nevada. Look at the aliens. I love how they have like actual cacti in with Lego palm trees. It is so cute. Okay, so there's a train track here. This train, it's at the station far down there. It actually does move. It doesn't look like it's moving right now, but I have seen it go back and forth. You can see it would end there. It doesn't look like it's on right now. Okay, as I mentioned before, there are multiple ways to enter and exit Miniland. If I kept going this way, if I kept going that way, it would take me over to like Funtown and the Duplo Playland. We're gonna turn around and head back into Miniland. And this time we're gonna go to New York. Well, no, we're gonna turn around and head back into Miniland, and we're gonna finish touring Las Vegas. Oh, here's the train. It is moving now. There's the train I was talking about. And then there's a party bus over there. The movement adds so much. Okay. So now let's go back to the Vegas Strip and we'll circle the other side of it. That's what that button does. And it looks like it makes the water come out too. I love how they changed the names a little bit though, like Hard Block and the Brickles instead of the Beatles. Hard Block. It's funny. I believe that the button over here makes the dolphins move. Let's find out. No, I guess I was wrong. It makes the elephant squirt. There we go. I feel like those dolphins do move. There they go. You see the dolphins? Okay, it's working now. All right, that completes our tour of Las Vegas. We're now gonna go over to New York and we will see New York City. Ooh, hear the alien sounds. Yeah. All right, we're gonna go look at New York City. Start down here. Suspension bridges. A total of 150,000 Lego bricks make up the suspension bridge models. If laid end to end, the bricks would measure 3 miles. The models were constructed in 3 sections by the same method as a real bridge. Internal rollers allow for expansion and contraction in hot weather. Brooklyn Bridge, spanning the East River between the boroughs of Manhattan and Brooklyn, the hybrid cable-stayed suspension bridge was the longest suspension bridge in the world at the time of its opening in 1883. This was the first of 3 suspension bridges built to span the East River. Manhattan Bridge, connecting Lower Manhattan with downtown Brooklyn, opened in 1909 and set the precedent for many record-breaking spans built in the first half of the 20th century. This was the last of 3 suspension bridges built to span the East River. Can you find more suspension bridges at Miniland? This is the New York Zoo, or whatever the zoo is called in Central Park. It's supposed to be the zoo. All the people walking their dogs, that's pretty cute. The Solomon R. Guggenheim Museum. Be careful not to get dizzy when you walk around this spiral building to see the works of modern and contemporary art. It is the only building in New York City designed by America's best-known architect, Frank Lloyd Wright. Some consider the structure itself a modern masterpiece. The museum opened to the public in 1959, was widely praised, and inspired many other architects. Do you see any more museums? I don't know, but I definitely hear a carousel. The Flatiron Building. This was the tallest building in New York when built in 1902 and is considered one of the first skyscrapers. It is nicknamed the Flatiron because of its wedge shape similar to a cast iron clothes iron. The building has been featured in many films, television shows, and is considered to be possibly one of the most photographed buildings in the world. Do you see any more unique architecture? I need to step back because these buildings are so tall. New York. You might know that New York is the city with the most people in the United States. However, did you know that part of the city is actually an island? It's called Manhattan, and it's one of 5 boroughs or sections of the city. The other 4 are called the Bronx, Brooklyn, Queens, and Staten Island. In 1989, these 5 boroughs joined together to become New York City. Empire State Building has 103 floors, 6,514 windows, and 73 elevators. It took approximately 3,400 construction workers Just 410 days to build. This is cool too because it shows you how long it took to build the one at Legoland. 700 hours, 71,040 bricks, and 4 builders. Only 4. Statue of Liberty, 120 hours, 44,400 bricks, and 1 builder. 1 builder. Statue of Liberty, a gift from the people of France, arrived in the United States in 214 crates. It was assembled and unveiled in New York Harbor in 1886. How many skyscrapers do you see? I think too many to count. Chrysler Building. The Chrysler Corporation erected this building in 1930. It decorated it with stainless steel to illustrate car parts such as radiator caps, wheels, hubcaps, and fenders. The building was designed as a National Historic Landmark in 1976. At 1,046 feet, this is the tallest building in the world for a few months before the completion of the Empire State Building in 1931. The building has 32 elevators and even has its own subway station. The gargoyles around the building were designed to look like hood ornaments. Where else have you seen gargoyles on buildings? I don't know, it makes me think of like Halloween. I have no clue why there are dinosaurs in New York, but it's interesting. And the holiday celebration is presented by Hallmark Channel, so there's a huge Hallmark sign. One thing that's really cool is there's a subway station down here, and sometimes you can see the subway go by, just like with the train in Las Vegas. It's not always going, but there's the subway, and it will go back. It will go all the way down here, all the way down there. It does move. One World Trade Center. The One World Trade Center building is the tallest freestanding building in the United States of America, standing 1,776 feet tall, a deliberate reference to the year the Declaration of Independence was signed. It took over 7 years to complete construction on this landmark. Constructed with more than 250,000 Lego bricks weighing more than 1,000 pounds and standing 26 feet tall, this is the tallest Lego building in the United States of America. Do you see the 9/11 Memorial and Museum? Wow, tallest Lego building in the United States. It's pretty tall. 26 feet. Wow, okay, so one other thing that you can do over here, this is not free, it's $3, to control those little boats out there. You can pay $3 and then turn the steering wheel and control these little boats. Okay, so we are leaving New York and we are jumping over to San Diego. We are now in San Diego. I know, as if New York and San Diego are right next to each other. This is the newest land in Legoland, California. It actually used to be New Orleans. They took New Orleans out and they made it San Diego because Legoland, California is in San Diego County. It's in Carlsbad, which is part of San Diego County. Okay, so let's come start over here. It's like a fairground. Del Mar Fairgrounds, a 370-acre event venue in Del Mar, California, home to the annual San Diego County Fair, and the Del Mar Racetrack was built in 1937. Used almost every Lego color currently in production. Over 100,000 Lego parts. Yellow Moon for the space ride weighs 30 pounds. Raccoons have invaded the fairgrounds. Can you find them? I'm guessing not real raccoons, but Lego raccoons. And they even have the racetrack. My kids love doing this too. You push like these little...
Oh, I love this boat. Press that button.
You push little horseshoes.
Can it go faster?
And they race. The horses race.
That one over there, Amy.
Mommy,
What about the other?
Oh, that's funny because it's the holiday season. It says reindeer games right now.
Ready for the start. And here we go. The Hall of Fame track is underway. Look at that bunch of bricks go.
Looks like they also changed the horses to reindeer. Balboa Park, 1,200 acres of historic cultural park. In addition to open space areas, green belts, gardens, and walking paths, it contains museums and several theaters. Over 80,000 Lego parts, took 700 hours to build, includes the restored 1916 design of the historic Botanical Building. Can you find the famous California Tower rising above Balboa Park? Balboa Park is where San Diego Zoo is, which is really worth visiting if you happen to be in San Diego. We're visiting Legoland. You could drive down to San Diego and see the zoo. They just got pandas back at the zoo. I really want to go. I haven't been there yet since they got the pandas back. And fun fact, some of the buildings in San Diego are shaped like tools. That one you can see, it kind of looks like a screwdriver, like the screwdriver tip. And there's a train that goes around here, the train tracks. We'll have to see if we can find the train. And these also look like the ends of screwdrivers. Gaslamp Quarter, the heart and soul of downtown, has activities, restaurants, and entertainment for all San Diego tourists and locals alike. 253,080 bricks. It took 10 builders around 900 hours to build. Utilizes green, unique colors such as olive green. Here comes the train. Can you find the Gaslamp Archway, which was installed in 1990? Petco Park. Architecturally magnificent, Petco Park, home of the San Diego Padres, opened in downtown San Diego in 2004 and immediately became known as America's #1 ballpark and America's finest city. 150,000 bricks, more than 1,600 colorful Minilanders cheering on the Padres, and it took 1,200 hours to build. It's hard to see right now, but at night the screen over there is lit up really well. You can see the train track. It goes like all the way around San Diego. There's Beach Boys music playing right now. I may have to mute that out of this video though, because we'll probably get flagged for copyright.
We might miss it though. It goes all the way around the whole thing. It goes all the way around the whole Which guy?
The Star of India, the world's oldest active sailing ship. She began her life on the docks as Ramsey Shipyard in 1863 and is now an icon of the San Diego waterfront. Used over 200 yards of string to create the rigging. It took 140 hours to build, 7.5 feet long and 4.5 feet tall. Wow. Can you count how many dolphins are swimming in the water? Let's see. I see 6, but maybe there's more. San Diego is one of my favorite cities. We live in LA and I love to visit San Diego. If you see the building over there with the red roof, that is the Hotel del Coronado. It's pretty famous. It's worth visiting. It's over on Coronado Island. Okay, Old Town. This is one of my husband's favorite places, Old Town, because they have great Mexican food. This historic area includes 3 major parks, and it sits next to the state park with 32 historic shops, 32 historic sites, shops, and the Presidio, the site of the first mission. 60,000 Lego parts, 600 hours to build. Many colors were used to depict the vibrancy of the Fiesta de Reyes. Can you find the Whaley House? Ooh, haunted house. They're playing Everything is Awesome. Brady Shell. Oh, this sign is tearing off. Open air music venue on the grounds of the Embarcadero Marina Park next to the gorgeous San Diego Bay. 65,490 bricks, 380 chairs built for audience members. Model allows light through the ceiling like the actual building. A seashell curved shape helps amplify sound. Hold an empty cup to your ear to amplify sound at home. Interesting. Right. And here's another area where you can pay to drive the little boats with the steering wheel. Okay, so that is San Diego. We are now walking down and around, and we have to see Southern California. I know San Diego is part of Southern California, but we're gonna go to Los Angeles and San Francisco. Over here, there's a button where if you push it, it makes the little boats drive. All the Minilanders on the beach, which is actual sand. Okay, I've actually have to hurry and finish this video. My husband just sent me a text saying that the kids are done playing at the Ninjago playground and we're gonna need to go on some rides soon. Be sure to check out our ride videos as well. Once again, I love how cute they are where it says Brick Burgers on the truck. And how the helicopters move. This is a huge, huge building. This is SoFi Stadium. You can see, I'm not sure if these buttons actually work. I haven't been able to get them to do anything before. Okay, SoFi Stadium. More than 500,000 Lego bricks, 30 feet tall, 15.5 feet wide, over 4 feet tall. Over 3,000 Minilanders are seated inside. World record-breaking largest Lego stadium in the world. Home to Super Bowl LVI champions, the Los Angeles Rams. Took a team of 25 master model builders over 6,000 hours. Randy's Donuts is kind of famous just because of the shape of the donut sign. Okay, SoFi Stadium, opening in September 2020. The stadium is home to Super Bowl champions, the Los Angeles Rams and the Los Angeles Chargers. The model was created using over 500,000 Lego bricks. It's 30 feet tall, 15 feet wide, over 4 feet tall, 30 feet long, 15 feet wide, over 4 feet tall. Largest Lego stadium in the world. Yep, we already read all of this. How many Minilanders are seated inside? I just read the answer to that a minute ago. Do you remember? This is the Hollywood Bowl. It's in Hollywood, California. It's really, really cool. I definitely recommend if you're in Hollywood, check out the Hollywood Bowl. And the Chinese Theater in Hollywood. Mann's Chinese Theater, opening in 1927. This movie theater was originally named after its head designer and owner, owner Sid Grauman. It is recognized by its ornate 90s facade, decorated with exotic Chinese art. Site of movie premieres and 3 Academy Award ceremonies. Also the site of the famous handprint ceremonies in which over 200 celebrities have put their hand and footprints in concrete. Do you see the Hollywood Walk of Fame? I do. The stars. I love how it says Legowood up there instead of Hollywood. I have a video about visiting Hollywood. Be sure to check out that video. We go to the real Mann's Chinese Theater. We see the Walk of Fame and all of that with the kids. So it's very kid friendly. All right. Now we're entering Chinatown. Chinatown is one of San Francisco's oldest districts and largest Chinese settlements outside of Asia. This is an enclave that continues to retain its own customs, languages, social clubs, and identities. Dragon's Gate, the portal to Chinatown, is bordered by 2 stone lion dogs believed to protect against evil spirits. San Francisco Chinatown restaurants are considered to be the birthplace of westernized Chinese cuisine such as chop suey. Do you see the San Francisco Flatiron Building? And of course the trolley. Villancourt Fountain, located in the Embarcado Center in San Francisco's financial district. French artist Armand Villancourt's best-known sculpture titled Quebec Libre is dedicated to the idea of freedom for all people. The fountain stands 40 feet high and is constructed out of precast concrete square cubes. 12,000 gallons of water. The one in Legoland holds less than a gallon of water. So we seamlessly went from Los Angeles to San Francisco. If those houses over there look familiar, they remind me of the opening to Full House. I have been to San Francisco before, but it has been a while. Victorian homes. More than 48,000 Victorian homes built from 1850 to 1900 were lost in the fire after the Great Earthquake of 1906. Thousands of these grand painted ladies, that's what they're called, those houses, remain as icons of Queen Anne, Edwardian, and Italianate architecture. The most popular Victorian-style homes in San Francisco are located on Steiner Street, often referenced as Postcard Row. These 7 homes are known as the Seven Sisters. The houses were built between 1892 and 1896. Can you find the Transatlantic Pyramid Building? The painted ladies, when I was there one time in that park over there, we actually, like my husband and I drove to Napa. We spent the weekend there and we drove home through San Francisco and we stopped and saw the painted ladies, and pretty much everyone, including us, was there to take pictures with those houses in the background. Okay. San Francisco, steep curving hills, clanging cable cars, distinctive architecture. The city overlooks the Pacific Ocean to the west and San Francisco Bay to the east. The city is full of diverse nationalities and is a hub of international commerce and culture. San Francisco officially became United States territory in 1848. The term 49ers references the flood of treasure seekers who came to the city in 1849. San Francisco is the second most densely populated city in the U.S. What famous landmarks do you see? I see another carousel. Pier 39. Pier 39 opened in 1978 and was built using wood from 1910, originally used for Piers 3 and 34. Lego model makers took 1,016 hours to build this Pier 39 model. As San Francisco's most popular tourist spot, it features shops, restaurants, the Venetian Carousel, and its natural attraction, a colony of noisy sea lions. Yes, I've been there a while ago and I remember that. To date, the sea lion population at the pier has grown as high as 1,701. How many sea lions do you see? Not 1,701. Okay, let's see. How many sea lions do we see over here? More than I can count. I'm going to just make a wild guess and say 20. I don't know. See the sea lions? They're right there. Ghirardelli Square. The landmark public square contains shops, restaurants, and a hotel in the marine area of San Francisco. Once featured over 40 specialty shops and restaurants. Some of these original shops still occupy the square today. The square is home to a fountain created by sculptor Ruth Asawa called Audrey's Fountain, which features mermaids and sea turtles. Ooh, do you see the fountain? Definitely get some Ghirardelli chocolate. And if you don't make it to San Francisco, they also have a Ghirardelli store at Disney California Adventure. The Golden Gate Bridge. The Golden Gate refers to the narrow pass between the San Francisco Bay and Pacific Ocean. Crossed by 100,000 cars per day, it is the central point of the roadway, rises to 220 feet above the bay. Over a mile long, it was the longest single-span bridge in the world when it was completed in 1937. There it is. Okay, we're now kind of in some farm country. See what happens when you push this button.
When's my house gonna be done?
Wind turbines. The largest wind turbines can harness enough electricity to power 600 homes. A small turbine can easily power a small home or business. The blades are spun by the wind, which transfers motion to a shaft connected to a generator and produces electricity. The largest wind turbines in the world is located in the U.S. in Hawaii. It stands 20 stories tall and has blades the length of a football field. Okay, so for the ones here, it took 42 hours, 8,648 bricks, and one builder. How many homes? Can you figure out how many homes these turbines are able to power? So let's see, it would be 600 for each one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Tell me in the comments how many it would be. Okay, so now you can see the water. This is where Coast Cruise goes around. I have a video of Coast Cruise. Don't know if it's going to be posted before this video or not, but that will be posted. So if you haven't already subscribed, so you can see that. But as you can see, you get a completely different angle of everything. You get to go right by the Statue of Liberty over there, which is easier to see from Coast Cruise than here, although this is a pretty good shot of it. Okay, there's actually one more Lego building. Let's see if it tells us what this one is called, because I'm not sure. Okay, I'm not actually sure what that Lego building is. Let me know if you know. All right, you ready to go?
Yes, we've been ready to go.
So once again, there are multiple ways to enter and exit LEGOLAND's Miniland. And one of them, that I think we're gonna go up, takes us over to where the Deep Sea Adventure is, which is one of my favorite rides. This video isn't over quite yet because I'm going to show you a sneak peek at how different Miniland looks at night. I think it looks cool, like it looks like they have the lights on. You wanna walk with me?
This is the best part.
All right, we have toured Miniland USA. Tell me in the comments which one of these cities was your favorite. If you haven't already, be sure to subscribe so you don't miss any of my upcoming videos, including one about what I consider the best room at the Legoland Castle Hotel. Thanks for watching. See you next time.